again. May you please let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Um, my apologies. Don't know what happened. Major tech issues. I've been trying to get online for the past 20 minutes. The other live stream, the original live stream that I had scheduled, like the original link, if you're, thank you for being here. The original live stream that I had scheduled, I really don't know what happened. I have no idea. It completely disappeared as I was streaming, and the whole thing stopped. So that's never happened before. So I got into the back end. I've created this new link, and so hopefully everything's okay. Duplicated everything, made a new stream. So hopefully all is well. I'm just checking the chat on my computer so I can actually see it properly. Just going to increase the brightness, make sure the audio is turned off so I don't hear a double playback if it is live, which it looks like this is working. Dragonfly, you're here. Thank you so much for being here. You're here but barely. Oh, I am here but barely. So no, not at all. Thank you so much for being here. Hi Nicole. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, ladies, for all of your help. This is completely unintended. Let me just take a moment to make sure everything's okay. It looks like we are connected. Can you hear me okay? Before we go any further, I'm just going to turn messages off on my phone because I'm using my phone to stream. So any messages that appear there are very small, so I can't really read them very well. But I do have my laptop here in the background. So if you are able to if you may please let me know if you're in the live chat. Dragonfly, love the 5x5. We love the 5x5. We all made it. Yay, we did it. That was completely untoward, unanticipated, never happened before. I was live, everything was great, and don't know what happened. But anyway, I deleted the old stream just to erase any kind of confusion. I have posted this link for this stream on my community tab. So that has been posted there just for now. Well, it's been posted there. Or shall be updated. So thank you so much for confirming, Dragonfly, that you can hear me okay. Linda, welcome to the party. Welcome back to the new live stream. The original one conked out about 2 minutes after I started, not even. Thank you so much, Linda, for being here. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much, ladies. This is amazing. I always love seeing you here, and you always make my day, and it was quite a day. So it's really great that you're here, and I hope that you enjoy this tea leaf reading. And if you're watching this in the replay, or even if you end up watching this live here, I just really appreciate you being here, and hopefully that you do enjoy these tea leaf readings, and that they do bring you some goodness. And if they do, then I can completely assure you that it brings me just as much, because it makes me feel really good knowing that I'm being of some help to some people. Truly. So thank you so much. Linda, hi. I kept checking, couldn't find you. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, that was a whole thing. That was so bizarre. Yeah, I was running 2 minutes late. I was in the chat. I'm like, hey everyone, I'll be right there. And I went live. I was live for all of 20 seconds, 10 seconds. I don't even know what happened. And then the whole stream just dropped, and I'm like, I don't even know what happened. That's never happened before. The weather isn't that untoward here, so something happened. So Linda, yes, thank you so much for checking and finding this, because yes, I had to make a new stream. So just essentially created a new one and copied all the information over in the back end. So thank you for finding me and for caring enough to find me. So thank you so much. I'm going to regain my composure. I'm going to just put my laptop off to the side. I hope that you ladies are keeping really well this evening. Nicole Dragonfly off. And the chatting amongst yourselves ensues. Warms my heart every single time. I hope that everyone is keeping really well. We've never done this before, but if you want to, do you want to maybe just say where you're from? We've never done this before ever on a live. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun just to see if you feel like it. If you want to say in the chat where you're from. I'm from Southwestern Ontario, Canada. That's where I am right now, on the shores of Lake Huron in Canada. So yeah, that's where I am right now. So if you want to just pop yourself in the chat and say, oh hey, or even the comment section if you're watching this in a replay. I always love to hear where people are from. It's just a really cool thing to see where people are watching from. A few people I know have said that before in the chat in previous lives where they're watching from. It's always really interesting. Linda, Medicine Lodge, Kansas, very cool. Dragonfly, rural upstate New York. That is really cool. I've not been to Kansas yet. I would love to visit. It sounds like such a really cool place to visit. I have been to New York State before, and it was more in the countryside as well. I don't know if it was in your area, Dragonfly, but that is just a beautiful, beautiful place of land. You know, piece of land over there. The land there is just landscape is just gorgeous. That's really cool. Thank you so much. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so let's go through just a very brief, quick housekeeping notes, and then we can get on to the main event of the general weekly tea leaf reading. So if you're here watching live, or if you're watching this in a replay, hi. Thank you so much for finding your way here. My name is Sarah, and yes, I'm a coffee drinking TV reader who was adjusting my camera in the moment. So sorry, my apologies for that. And this is a general weekly tea leaf reading that we're going to be doing this week, looking at the general energies for this week ahead, whatever the universe, the divine source, whatever name or names you're comfortable with using, would like us to know, generally speaking, for this week going ahead. Hey, Nicole, sort of near Toronto, Canada. Oh yeah, that totally came up. Toronto. I alternate between Toronto and Toronto. It's sort of a Ontario Canadian thing. Toronto, Canada, but sometimes I find myself near. Yes, that is very true. That is 100% true. Oh, that's amazing. Thanks, Nicole, for sharing that. That's fun. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so let's get on with this live stream. So first of all, as always, a huge shout out and major thank you to my mods. So far it looks like Dragonfly and Nicole, you are the mods up tonight. You are the ones who are here tonight. I know sometimes we have another mod, but it seems like she's not here, at least at the moment. She may join a little bit later. But you ladies are so amazing, and if you're watching this in the replay too, I so appreciate my mods because they really make sure that the chat is clean and clear of anything, and making sure that it runs smoothly. And I mean, it always does. It's just always those spammy bots and stuff that pop up sometimes. But I just want to say a huge thank you to my mods. I couldn't do this without you, quite honestly. So thank you so much. We're going to be doing, like I said, a general weekly tea leaf reading for this week. So it's whatever the universe would like us to know. So if you've been watching this, if you've seen any videos on this channel before, you'll know what this is about. Generally speaking, how I describe tea leaf reading. We look at the images which are formed by tea leaves in a cup, and they all mean different things. And the images can be literal, symbolic, or both. And tea leaf reading, essentially, how I describe it is, the best way that I can describe tea leaf reading is that it describes the qualities and or characteristics of events or situations which are likely to occur. So it may not tell you exactly, for example, you will work at company so-and-so at a set date and earn that much money. No, but it will describe the situation that is likely to occur. So it would describe you will work at a situation, you'll work at this kind of company, you'll work at that at around that date. So it's very descriptive in that way. No two cups are ever the same. And a quick reminder, as my mods know and everyone knows, all readings I do, especially on YouTube as well, just want to say this right now, is all readings are for entertainment purposes only. Description, a big disclaimer is in the description box below. But yes, it is for entertainment purposes only. And also a big shout out to all of my other people, all of my other amazing friends, such as yourself, Linda, who always pop into the chat. You may not have that ranch beside your name, but you always keep the channel running, and I so appreciate each and every single one of you. So thank you. Just wanted to make sure I said that as well. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always seek professional help as needed. If this was a pre-recorded video, I would have already said that in an audio part at the beginning of the reading, as I did when I was doing pre-recorded tea leaf readings. So just want like to say that out loud, even though it is in the description box, just, you know, being above board and being ethical and stuff. If you haven't yet already and you're new here, please do consider subscribing to this channel. It really truly helps the algorithms. My numbers on my videos are still doing this. It seems like that's just sort of the way it is for right now. And oh, Linda, you are a dear friend too. Thank you so much. Yeah, my numbers are still doing this on my other videos, and I'm trying not to say any certain words that's going to, you know, kind of avoid saying certain words, but they're doing this all the time. I keep seeing it and take screenshots. So any little bit helps. So even just watching this video, liking, subscribing, commenting, putting yourself in the chat and saying hi, all of those things sound very small, but they really help the algorithms and help this video to get out there. So thank you so much. Okay, yes, and a quick reminder, I do have a Patreon account, which I'm still working on. As always, it's always constant work in progress. And I also have a Ko-fi account, so that's always set up too. I am posting on my community tab consistently. And we are all set to go, I think. I have nothing else to say here, so I think our little housekeeping notes are all complete. And if you are new here, you have now met the moderators in the chat. And what we've come up with is whenever I'm doing the actual TV reading on these live streams, my mods take care of the chat entirely. I am not watching it at all. It allows me to focus on the TV reading. I actually turn my laptop away. Whenever I look down, I'm looking at my messages here on the live chat. So I turn my laptop away so I'm not actually looking at it, so I'm not being inadvertently distracted by comments, because this is why I do live streams, is because I want to communicate with people and I love interacting with people. That's why I'm doing this. One of the main reasons I'm doing this. So it just allows me to focus on the reading and not inadvertently keep wanting to interact with people. So, and that way it gives everyone the best experience as possible as well. So thank you so much. So having said all of that, is everyone ready for the TV reading for this week? I'm all ready. I have all the leaves. I have all the leaves here. We're actually using a loose leaf blend tonight. I used it earlier a few days ago for another reading, and it was really fun to use loose leaf tea again. For right now, for the longest time, I've been using bagged tea, which is completely fine. I'm certainly of the opinion of use the materials that you have when it comes to tea leaf reading for the most part. But I haven't used loose leaf tea, and then I did the other day. I'm like, oh, this is really fun. So let's change it up a little bit and use a loose leaf tea blend. So that is what we are doing. Have them all here. So I'm going to get this cup ready, and as we do that, I'm just going to get myself ready here in the background. So please go ahead and please chat amongst yourselves. And again, thank you so much for making your way over here. That was completely bizarre. Whole live stream just shut down. That's never happened before. Are we entirely surprised though? Not really. Okay, so I'm gonna get the cup ready here. Already said all my prayer for protection. Okay, I'm going to strain all the excess liquid tea out of the cup. Oops, sorry for any background noise here. Just getting the cup ready here. And as always, I will be posting pictures of the tea leaves on my community tab after the reading, and I will also be making this live posted, like public, as soon as possible. If I don't get to it tonight, let's see, what time is it now? It'll probably be, most likely this will be live by tomorrow. It's always, I find, at nighttime, being in the evening, Eastern time. It feels to me to be better to be doing it during the daytime. In the morning, the following morning, it seems to get better visibility that way. So that's why I tend to wait until the next day. So it's all, the lives are always public when they're working. They're always public during the lives. And then after the lives, they immediately go private on my end. So then I have to go in, tweak the description, and then repost it publicly. Make it visible, make it public. So in case you are waiting for it to be uploaded and then public, that's why. Hey, Dragonfly. Oh no, Dragonfly, I'm so sorry to hear that. I would send you some totally. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Hey, use the materials that you need. I've used toilet paper many times for Kleenex as well. You use the materials that you have on hand. I did that today as well. Well, hopefully that you get some tissues back in stock very soon. It definitely does not sound like fun. Just checking the consistency here of the leaves. I just remembered one thing that I just need to do here in the background. Sorry for this. Canadians, we're such a sorry lot, aren't we? To change something here. It's my settings and when I had to change the live stream. Okay. Make sure its audio's off, which it is, which is perfect. I'm going to change it over here. And I'm just going to quickly do this, change video, and hopefully that is working now. And change video, and hopefully that's also working. And I'm going to publish. Okay, that's updated. Perfect. Thank you so much. Linda, yeah. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, ladies, loud and clear. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was somewhere today and there was a sign on the door of it was a restaurant, and they were also talking about shortages and supply chain issues and things. Interesting. Oh, my dog just woke up. Hi, P. So that consistency is almost 100%. Ready? It's ready. And I do also have the live stream scheduled. We'll see if that one works. And that's for this Thursday at also at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in having a free 5-minute tea leaf reading, like a little taste test of a tea leaf reading, please do join us on the live on Thursday, 8 p.m. And I'm assuming that I'm going to be going live. There's no reason not to think that. So that's 8 p.m. this Thursday, November the 9th. Consistency is ready to go. Let's get this tea leaf reading on the way. Dragonfly, thank you so much. I will let her know she went back to sleep. She's very sweet. I find whenever I go live, my dog always comes by. Her name is Bree, obviously, and she pops up, and then she'll come over and she'll say hi. You don't often see her. She won't really jump up, but she's kind of tiny. But you may see her tail and everything starts shaking. But that's because Bree's bumping into the table. But she likes to be here. The only one I could find earlier. Oh, Linda, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was completely bizarre. The live. I know. I was live with the original one that I had scheduled for tonight, and then it just a few seconds of being live, and it just completely dropped. So I had to redo everything within just a few minutes. But that one looks like it's still active and scheduled. So we'll use that one for now, and hopefully it works again on Thursday. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's move this over here out of the way. And as always, here, whoops, okay, so here are the tea leaves. You always get the first look. I like to not look at them right away. I want to show you first. Okay, do you see a little bit of liquid tea in the base? So I'll take care of that in a minute. Okay, is everyone ready? I'm going to be turning the laptop around, so I won't be looking at the chat. So my beautiful mods, and Linda, I know you don't have that wrench beside your name, but you're looking after it as far as I'm concerned as well. So I'm going to be turning the laptop around, so I won't be looking at the chat. Please continue to chat amongst yourselves as always. I absolutely love it, and warms my heart whenever you do. So here we go. So let's see what the universe would like to know for this week. And this is for the week of, obviously, November the 6th of 2023. Please take what you will, leave what you don't. Okay, let's see. Quick check here on my end. Yeah, I know. Okay, so. Okay. Looks like, generally speaking, it's showing that today, and sorry, quick reminder, now, on the way and later, I do read chronologically, so that's how I myself do read tea leaves, now, on the way and later. So that's how I always read it chronologically. People read differently. I think that's wonderful. This is just how I myself do it. I always have. Okay. So it looks like for the most part on the rim, representing like now, Monday being Monday, calm and clear and quiet. There's really not a lot happening. So things are either calm and clear and quiet, and we're happy with that, and or we want things to get moving a little bit more. And this is like generally speaking across the board, like overall. It does appear as though that's going to be changing, relatively soon. So I would say by as of tomorrow, approximately. This is in regards to this one main event or situation that we do have that is being presented. This main event is comprises approximately a quarter of a cup, so it is significant in and of itself. I would say, generally speaking, though, however, there's almost, I would say, 1, 2, 3 parts to it. So there's this one main, it's comprised of like 3 different parts, this one main event. However, there's 2 parts that are almost one, if that, I know that may sound a little bit conflicting, but that's what I'm seeing. The one part that's off to the side a little bit that does occur, I would say approximately Wednesday onwards, that one is more thoughts, ideas, conversations, things are up in the air a little bit more so with that one, with that area, as opposed to this other main part of the event that has the 2 parts that look like one but look like 2 at the same time. Those 2 parts, which is the main hub or section core of this TV feeding for this week of this main event, it's almost like 80 to 20 or 90 to 10 in terms of action, things taking place, knowing where we stand, and yet we don't at the same time, very, very much so. I'm seeing essentially 1, 2, 3, 4 events as this week unfolds where we're really not supposed to know a lot. There's a lot of surprises. Those 4 events are surprises. So yes, we know where we stand. Yes, there's significant things taking place pretty much every single day, I would say, from what I'm seeing, approximately every single day this week going forward. And interspersed with that, or however interspersed with that, there are a few conversations, talking, ideas, discussions, things along those lines. Around I would say Wednesday or Thursday to Friday, we do have another event or situation which is also taking place simultaneously to the main event. And especially by Friday, there's like one section of it or one part that is in and of itself taking place around Friday. And that is a small trip, I would say. So if this is either a small short-term trip, like a week away, or like a weekend away, like an insignificant travel. So maybe going over somewhere for overnight, going somewhere for the day, something to that effect. Now, if it's not that, then it's just a smaller event or situation, which is not very significant in and of itself. I'm just saying that in case it makes sense to you, or resonates with you, or looking back, it makes sense to you. But approximately, again, from Wednesday or Thursday onwards, we do have significant events taking place. They are related to this main event. However, they're separate in and of themselves. Okay. Let's begin by looking at this main event. It looks like we are receiving a very good thing. I'm just going to yawn. Sorry. I often yawn when I do TV reading. It's like my energy shifts. Okay. So it looks like to me that as this main event begins, essentially tomorrow, we are receiving something very positive. It's in regards to, has 4 different parts to it. It's not significant in and of itself, but it is significant because like we are receiving very good things from this. Essentially, it results in, or we sort of see that it leads to communications, messages, information. It is abundant, though. There is abundance with this. There's likely writing involved, writing in some way, shape, or form. Now, whether this is more likely to do with education, contracts, like documents, something of that nature, I would say more that than anything else. That is related to a situation that essentially has 2 parts. That I would say totally has writing involved. Let's see what's involved here. It's a happy situation. We do have a distinctive happy face. Many different things happening behind the scenes. We absolutely have, well, it's a very busy situation. Results in a little bit of money and or conversations in two different ways, the two different parts. One part, the part that occurs slightly before the other one does, even though they are related. Unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment, protection, companionship, those qualities are present, as well as abundance and prosperity in regards to that situation as well, specifically, as well as the letter W, person, place, or thing, and more writing. Writing in some way, somehow is involved. A lot of things taking place behind the scenes with this. Letter E and or C, people, places, or things. 7, some kind, I'm no astrologer or numerologist, but some kind of sacredness, shamanic, spiritual knowledge, wisdom involved in this in some way, shape, or form. Letter H as well, so lots of letters. Documents involved. Yeah. Fast-paced as well, so 2 documents specifically. This is likely regarding education or knowledge. I'll replace education with the word knowledge. So some kind of wisdom, learning involved. And this, there's 2 different parts to that in relation to this abundance and prosperity. So 2 different documents somehow involved. This is specifically regarding like learning something. It also involves with working it's also involved with working with other people. There is a helpful individual. Who is likely a woman. She's sort of half hidden. She's sort of like helping you behind the scenes, helping us behind the scenes. Not completely no one yet. It's almost like she's peeking around the corner, just sort of keeping an eye, making sure everything is okay. She's involved in this situation. Action, momentum, speed, momentum, movement, things taking place rather quickly, as well as unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment, and protection, companionship, guardianship. Those qualities are present in the situation. With this other part that's related to the abundance that I had just mentioned, the situation that I just described. Okay, that we just looked at. This also involves a new opportunity that's being presented. There's a lot of different things involved in this entire, aspect in this entire situation. Certainly documents. I'll just many documents. There's writing involved. So this is either referencing education in some way, shape, or form, and or contracts, documentation. It's either some kind of education or documents. Like signing of something, writing down. Yeah, I keep seeing pens. There may be some travel that's being indicated with this in some way. And with the travel, it's like it could even be going to the next city or town over from where we are located. It's like the next town over, something like that. So it wouldn't be happening in your own area. It would be happening somewhere else as well. There is reassurance regarding this. I keep seeing scrolls. There's documents or education that I keep seeing referenced in here repeatedly in regards to these 2 aspects specifically. We do have a departed loved one, I would say. Sometimes they do appear in the tea leaves. I know that may sound a little bit odd, but they do. I've seen that happen before, frequently. I've seen it before many times. So there is likely a departed loved one who is showing themselves here, who is likely male. This is in regards to also likely the best way that I can describe this individual is that they were taller and or lean and have a prominent nose. tall and or lean with a prominent nose. Best way that I can describe this individual. And if that correlates with a departed loved one that you have, if that sort of matches a characteristic of a departed loved one, then you can totally say that, yes, you can take this as that they're saying hello and that they are involved in the situation, helping you. Somehow this is specifically regarding, or with them, there's a communication specifically that they're involved with, that they're connected with. And it's a very positive scenario. This whole area, there's a huge happy face. It's a good situation. It's a good event. Definitely helping to create a new opportunity in some way, shape, or form. A new opportunity being presented. It may not look like it's completely ready. It may not be completely ready. It may not look very, or may not look very significant, but it is positive. It is good, and it is present. And I would say this is happening probably around, Tuesday thereabouts. And overall, we do have at least, let's see, let me count here. We do have the letter M involved in this grouping as well. So person, place, or thing with the letter M who was involved overall in this grouping happening around Tuesday. Okay, moving on. This actually helps to create unconventional stability. So in case you wonder what I mean by that, that's how I describe it. So the way that I describe unconventional stability is, for example, you paint boxes, you sell them online, and you make money. It's unconventional, it's unique, but it is giving you security. So unconventional stability. That's happening around Tuesday to Wednesday specifically, resulting from this event happening on Tuesday. It may involve the house and or home, so you may be thinking of moving. If so, it looks like it's shaping up nicely. It's just not 100% ready, but it is apparent. It is present here in the tea leaves, taking form. There's also likely a Cancerian connection involved, so someone who is that sign and or the qualities of Cancerian, the Cancer sign. So whether that's like home and family, intuition, emotions, healing, home and family, along those lines. Getting things organized around Tuesday to Wednesday, getting things organized, tidied up, sorted out in some way, shape, or form, whether that's like physically, there's a vacuum. So whether that's us physically cleaning our places, cleaning our homes, and or purging fridges, closets, doing shredding of papers, whatever the case is, but it's getting things organized. Specifically though, here regarding one thing, one document, there's one aspect specifically that this is regarding. There's also the letter W, person, place, or thing, that's involved at around this time, and it's like we are receiving something tangibly given to us, like a letter or something tangible. So positive messages, news, and or information regarding a contract, a document of some kind. And this is very positive. It's a good situation. We may be a little bit like, oh, but it's completely, there's two faces. It's like, which emoji are we going to pay attention to? The one that's going, oh, or the one that's going, oh. So me trying to convey emojis that I'm seeing in tea leaf reading. But essentially, it's a glass half full versus glass half empty scenario that actually is helping to create a lovely looking partnership that is still in the process of being created, I would say, around Wednesday approximately, but it is present. There's likely a Neptune or someone who is maybe Pisces involved as well. A reminder that the angels are always around us and that they're with us. Stability as well. It's a happy scenario. It's a very small scenario, but it's very significant in and of itself as well. Letter V, person, place, or thing. Let's go over here. So at around the same time, so approximately on Tuesday, We have a smaller event. Yeah, it's very good. It's very positive. Big happy face here. It's a new opportunity that's being contemplated and also that's being presented at the same time. So there's like a larger opportunity that's being thought about and a smaller one that's connected or related to that in some way, shape, or form that's also being presented. It looks like it's going to be continuing to grow and continue to grow and be a positive scenario. A lot of unknown. There's definitely some unknowns with that. Some things happening behind the scenes. Likely a female with a with the letter L in her name involved with that. And also a reminder to take some time out for our own self-care. Reassurance also being indicated in regards to this scenario. Wisdom, learning, knowledge, like acquiring knowledge. Definitely receiving good things though this entire week. Yeah, and I would say that again, there's likely someone watching who is thinking of moving. It may not be completely time yet, or may not be completely ready. It may be just sort of in the process of thinking about maybe moving, but I'm seeing that in here twice. Yeah, there's 2 houses in here. It's just in the process of getting itself sorted out. So again, you may not be ready to move, but you may be thinking of moving, or it's beginning to become apparent that you are, or maybe you're just getting yourself packed up, something to that effect. It's not quite ready, but it's in the beginning stages of it, I would say. Now, if it's not moving, then it could just very simply be you're thinking of buying and doing a renovation or buying a new bath mat. It could even be that, but it's something to do with the house and home. Okay, so around Wednesday to Thursday, another happy scenario. Again, it's a glass half full versus glass half empty perspective, perception message for us. There's a helpful individual with the letter with the letter J that's involved. Abundance and prosperity regarding this individual. This has to do with the house and our home. So there may be even some messages regarding our family, our loved ones, our house, our home, something along those lines. It's a small surprise. Things moving ahead quite nicely. There's a lot of action, speed, and momentum taking place in regards to this entire situation, which is actually very good because around the sides of the cup before things really begin to take a little bit more shape around Thursday, approximately Wednesday to Thursday, we really do have a lot of clear space around the top of the cup. So in other words, we're able to focus on this and not be distracted or pulled in any other direction as well. In other words, we're able to focus on what we need to focus on. Reassurance regarding writing, a lot of writing this week. That actually makes sense to me. I can say that right now for myself. Doing a lot of writing this week for sure. Okay, around Thursday, we do have this scenario. It's a very large scenario. It's happy. It's good. We're happy with the way things are going with this. Definitely taking some time out for our own self-care. Again, writing is being presented here, being referenced. Letter E and M, letters E and M, and possibly C. So E, C, M. Person, place, or thing. Many things happening behind the scenes, many surprises regarding this that we're just not supposed to know about. Abundance and prosperity. Letter E again. A small conclusion that actually has to do or is related with stability and or the angels. A reminder that divine assistance is around. Letter W yet again. Possibly a Scorpio connection. Possibly. It's just that there's many things happening behind the scenes and I really can't see too much. But there is action, momentum, things taking place rather quickly. That's being shown in here. As we continue on, off to the side a little bit, yeah. So it looks like around Wednesday or just around Wednesday or into Thursday, we are receiving positive messages, news, and or information. We're receiving communication, something tangible in our hands that we are receiving. It's about two things in particular. However, actually, there's actually 1 to 2 other pieces of news or a related part of news that's connected with it, but not directly. A lot of new ideas, partnership that's beginning to form around Thursday with potentially 4 individuals involved in some way, shape, or form. It looks very positive. It looks really good. But there's this partnership that's beginning to form. It looks like 2 specifically. There may be another 2, so it could be either 2 or 4. 2 are more well formed than the other 2. The other 2 may or may not be involved. However, there is a letter W that's involved, and or 2 new ideas that are being contemplated regarding this. And it looks to be very positive. So whatever that's regarding, I would say by Friday, it's like you're feeling good and happy and childlike and just excited, and things are going very well with that. Okay, let's continue on. Just again, a reminder that the angels are around us. It's lovely to see that. It's lovely to see angels and tea leaves. To me, I always take it as a lovely reminder that yes, we do have angels around us. You can also take it that the angels are helping. We have angelic assistance, which I think we have anyway all the time, but helping us in regards to these situations. Another event taking place around Friday where it's very interesting. I'm not supposed to know a lot about this, but it is positive. There's a Scorpio connection in some way, shape, or form. Letter W involved in some way. Likely a partnership as well between 2 individuals. That is related to the abundance and prosperity in the letter J and the communications about the homeland or family that I mentioned just a few minutes ago. It's related to that. Unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment, and protection, companionship, guardianship, and action, momentum, things taking place rather quickly. That looks like that's what's taking place essentially with this whole event. And there's also reassurance regarding this, and also the letter F in some way, shape, or form. Essentially, this is what leads into the base. The base is I'm always intrigued. It is intriguing. Essentially, it looks like there's 2 different parts to it. One is more like it's like 60 to 40 or 70 to 30 in terms of how large or significant those individual events are going forward. So like this weekend heading into next week. And they're really comprised of thinking and talking and thoughts and words and discussions and things still up in the air. And at the same time, there's also we are able to pace ourselves. It's a loving scenario, and we are able to pace ourselves accordingly. It's just that things are sort of all up in the air, all happening all at once, and definitely surprises and things that we are not supposed to know about right now. There's a number 2 that's involved in one of the situations, the smaller of the 2, quite literally, smaller of the 2. Getting things organized, letter L, person, place, or thing. It seems like many of the qualities that I have just described or that we've seen already so far in this tea leaf reading for this week do continue into next week, like this weekend heading into next week. So I won't be repetitive by repeating them all again, but it's all the same qualities of momentum and going forward, momentum, action, speed, momentum, new opportunities, conclusions. A lot of going for what we want to have, a lot of life force and vitality, being excited about things, being excited about life and going for what we want to have, knowing that we are divinely protected. Wrapping up around Wednesday to Friday, around those other smaller events that I mentioned earlier around the sides of the cup. New opportunities. So 2 new opportunities being presented. Scorpio connection in regards to one of the smaller situations taking place. It's either a small situation and or it's a small trip that I had mentioned, like an overnight or a day trip, something to that effect. It's positive. It's good. More writing involved. Receiving good things, as well as unconventional stability. And that is related to the main event. So that is the tea leaf reading for this week. So, oh my goodness, that looks like it's going to be insane. A good insane and good crazy. Let me just double check back here into the chat so I can catch up with all of the conversations that have been taking place. So I hope that everyone enjoyed that tea leaf reading. It looks like it's going to be a crazy week. I know I say that all the time, but it looks like it really is going to be quite the week. Linda, hope all goes well with that visit. Nicole, I love that. Blame the leaves. Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, blame those leaves. Blame the leaves. Yes, we'll say some prayers if that's okay with you. Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. House cleaning, very interesting. I'm always doing house cleaning, 100%. The writing thing, that really makes sense with me for sure this week. Jennifer, you're back. Hey, yes, Nicole, thank you so much for being here, Jennifer. Thank you so much for making your way over here. Yeah, we definitely had some tech issues at the beginning of this entire live stream. I had to make a whole new one. That was interesting. Trisha, hi, thanks so much for being here. Welcome. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, angels. Hey, Charlotte. Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you enjoy this live stream. Yeah, definitely some tech issues at the beginning. Thank you so much for all of your patience and finding yourself over here and for joining us on our Monday evening visits. I was not able to do the live stream on last Thursday. I think that was November. It was last Thursday. It was November the 2nd. I just was not feeling well enough to do it. Nothing major, just was not feeling well enough to quite go live and do some readings. But I am going to be doing readings again. The next live stream is set for this coming Thursday, November the 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be doing 3 5-minute tea leaf readings. We like to do that on Thursday evenings. So if you like to have a taste test, quite literally almost, of a tea leaf reading, we'll be doing 3 5-minute tea leaf readings. But I do ask that if you are interested, please be on the live stream because I don't take like pre-booked questions. It's just easier and better and ethically for me to be just doing it live. So if you'd like to have a reading, please join us back here on Thursday. But please don't tell me what your question is ever. I don't want to know. Keeps me objective and maintains your confidentiality as well. Oh, yes, Charlotte. Yes, I hope that you can totally come back on Thursday and have a tea leaf reading if you like. That's always really fun. So everyone, thank you again for being here. Hope that you enjoyed this tea leaf reading. I'm going to make this replay up again. Like I said before, make it available tomorrow morning. I'm hoping for tomorrow morning. If I don't get it in the morning, it will be early afternoon, most likely. And I will also be posting pictures of these crazy tea leaves tomorrow as well. And that will be on my community tab. And I will also post a link on that post to this live stream here. So thank you all so much. So happy that you are here. I hope that you can make it too, Charlotte. That would be really fun. And I'm always happy to take pictures of your tea leaves and email them to you. So if you do have a tea leaf reading on Thursday, I will absolutely take pictures and email them to you if you are interested to do so. Nicole, thank you so much. Everyone, have an amazing evening. Have an amazing week. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for the heart, Linda. I love you too. And we'll take care and we'll see you all again on Thursday, November the 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern. I love you all so much. You made my day, made my night, and I cannot wait to see you again on Thursday. Love you. Bye.